Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever. Welcome to the channel. This is a timeless message for what you need to know right now. I am Raven, also known as the Empress Oracle, here to deliver you some divine insight and clarity. And again, I hope this finds you well and keeps you close. Anything you need to know about me, how to work one on one, my new channels, my new offerings, all in the description box below. Let's get into it. As the moment I was in your energy, I heard that old school song, uh, break up to make up, that's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. It's a game for fools, honey. I'm not gonna press that octave. I'm not gonna do it to myself. Um, you could have experienced that in the near past. We'll be experiencing that in the near future. It's the energy of separation for the sake of new relation. And this could be between you and people. This could be between you and um, your creations. Take it where it fits. And when I say that, it's, sometimes you have to walk away, let things be, recalibrate, reposition yourself, reposition the person, the place, the project, the thing into a compartment, a subcategory. Sometimes you just have to get a little bit more objective and have a bird's eye view on yourself, your own behaviors, the situation at hand altogether. There's a need for you to be open to better. There's also this energy, especially with these transits. You are a cardinal sign. Saturn is moving into Aries, or Neptune, something's happening. But being at war with yourself right now, fighting against the tide of just the isness, sometimes it's just what it is, baby. Sometimes it'll hurt you more to hold on than it will to let it go. And I always say, you let it go. If it come back, it is meant. And if not, that's what was meant as well. No love lost, no love. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, there's this energy of not being possessive of a person, a place, a moment, or a situation to the degree in which that you need to control it, to the degree in which that you need to overpower it. Okay, Aries, there's no need for you to push too hard or pull too little. There is a need for you to understand the times, the sign of the times. Separation, we have the lover. So yes, this could be a separation from a lover. A choice has been made or needs to be made right now. And it does need to be made by your higher self. Consciously. Like, this energy of betterment is like, I feel like you've undergone or you're undergoing a season of character development where iron is either going to sharpen iron, or the bias of the past is going to have you burning bridges and burning burning your way out of situations. And there's also this energy of epiphanies that are delayed, the energy gives a hard head make a soft ass. Not gonna lie. It's like, Aries, you've been in a season where you've unconsciously fucked around and you've had to find out. And that's just the name of the game sometimes. When life hands you mirrors, when spirit places catalytic people on your path, you are the leader, you are the head, you are the I am, you are the initiator. The things that cause you to initiate and what you decide to initiate are all subjective and relative to the awareness of yourself at that time. So you could have initiated a lot of endings. You could have initiated a lot of new beginnings as well. You could have initiated a variety of things based on the awareness of yourself in which you were operating from. Because when we are unaware of when our shadow or when our wounds come and they start running the show, they, what's that saying? Like, don't write a check your ass can't cash. Conclusively, it's just energy of like, sometimes you're coming from a time of finding out the hard way, and it has been humbling, but you needed to burn through a lot of these wounds, a lot of this trauma, a lot of the past, a lot of immaturity. You've undergone and are entering a stage of emotional maturation where the victory that you so passionately desire can be made manifest. But if so much of your energy is wound up in an identity that shrinks, that doesn't move within integrity, that doesn't keep their words, there's only, how can you stabilize? You have to be a container for the life that you desire to live. It goes back to capacity as well. A chapter of character development is real for y'all, Aries. In this isolation period that you may be in right now, it's to help you move out of this energy. It's to help you move out of this this old paradigm and come into a more flexibility and fluidity. Ooh. Speak up, Jesus, your throat. There could be a lot of resistance in your ability to admit some things to yourself about yourself. It could be some resistance in your ability to speak to the reality of where I feel like some chips have landed. This is giving me like, well, some shit hit the fan, and this is where the chips have landed. May the chips land as they may, and as you're in this process of cleaning it up, cleaning up your life, cleaning up your relationships, cleaning up your career life, getting clear on that, you know, it's just the name of the game right now. A major transition is underway, like within you and around you, within the collective as an overall. And you know, heavy is the head, but also remember, pressure busts pipes, and there's a need for like you to like. I get this energy. I want to say remember, but I also want to say design. So it's like remember your divine design, but I'm also seeing like this visual of like Arnold Schwarzenegger in this old time, this old classic Christmas movie. It's called Jingle All the Way. It's like, oh, he wasn't present with his home life at all. And it was deeply impacting his relationships until the disappointment in his actions affected the ones he loved most. And he realized that the choices he was making was negatively impacting everyone that was around him. His heart didn't open and didn't lighten and didn't soften until he decided to take action as a better, more loving, and more present individual within his self and his reality. It's almost like sometimes we get so caught up in chasing a dream or chasing what looks good on paper or chasing the status or making sure that we're so well presenting that we are now not even an active participant in our life in a healthy way. Like you want to make it to the top, but you don't want to burn bridges, and you don't want to be distasteful in your pursuit. And you also don't want to be a poor leader, lead in a way in which it's self-serving. Like it's like a humbling that has happened for you to get an understanding of what it really means to live for the highest good of all, including yourself, and how the inability to choose that betterment, like take this growth period and apply the wisdom and now be better. That energy has been here, and there's like this energy of like you've been afraid of that, because there's a lot of people that you are, it's like this, I'm hearing like I don't want to disappoint nobody, but like you kind of already are doing that when you're not your best you. Everything comes back home to you, Aries. Like it everything begins and ends with the relationship you have with you. And when you choose to kind of like become a slave to circumstances and um like this, it's like this bare minimum, like I'm doing the best that I can, but are you really? It's like doing the best that you can within the capacity of that wounded version of yourself. But what about doing the best that you can within the capacity of the highest version of yourself? Those are two different outcomes. So it's like spirit is saying right now, choose your heart. Do you want the heart of your life staying and looking the same? Or do you want the heart of the discipline and the devotion that comes with creating a beautiful life? Pick your heart. Pick your heart. Oof. Of the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Choices. The fire we make. I'm hearing that too. Now, there's a lot of passion waiting to be embodied and embraced. There's a lot of generosity, dependability, loyalty, building ready to be embraced. But I feel as if, Aries, you've been in a place of like, it can be either or. I'm either going to do what I love and it's going to serve me, or I'm going to be a martyr for the people and it's going to serve them. but they can't coexist. It's like there's somewhere, some aspect of you has been saying it's either or. I don't know what both and looks like. I don't come from both and. It's either all about me and what serves me best, or it's all about them and what serves them best. And I'm unfulfilled when it's two different types of fulfillment. Like the heart, like the fulfillment we get when we are in community and we do things for others that light them up, boom, that's a feeling. But the feeling that we get when we are self-serving and we make ourselves proud and we do what we said we're going to do and we're moving within our passions, that's another feeling of fulfillment. Both of them can coincide. They can coexist. Too much of one and not enough of the other puts you in that space of that space where you fool around and you find out. And it's like you've learned to transmute energy, but you're now in the space of learning how to alchemize it. Because transmuting it is just taking it from one side of being to another. You can move through anger and get to satisfaction. Like you can convince yourself. You can do the things that you can tell. You can tell yourself the things you need to tell yourself, and say the things you need to say, and do the things you need to do to make yourself feel better. To transmute any lower vibrational energy, you can transmute it, even if it's a lot. I don't care who tell it. Especially if you lie to yourself, it don't really matter because it's only between you and yourself. It just in the end. When I'm hearing the chickens come to roost. I don't know, something like that. The shit will hit the fan. You can't escape the energy that you put out. You know how to transmute energy to a degree. Alchemizing it, that's where you are. Because that's how the both and coexist. You don't have to pick this or that. You don't have to see it in that way. Seek higher learning, seek higher perspective. But I feel like ultimately, like, answer the call. Like, the best version of you have the strength of a mother's love here. You and your mom, the energy between you and your mom, the love between you and your mom. Like, lean into that strength. Like, there could be some wounding there, but there also could be a safe space there. She wants the best of you and better for you. We have my aunt out here. Like, there's a maternal, a familiar energy here that is here to support you at this time. Your feminine energy, healing your feminine energy, pouring into the feminine in your life in intentional ways. If you have daughters, if you have mothers, if you have girlfriends, if you just the women in your life, it will be healing for you at this time, because there's an inability to receive and see things in their fullness that is being birthed through you at this time, as you literally, it's like the fool's journey, like begin a new path. Like, I'm hearing like there's nothing to fear and everything to anticipate. Yeah, heart chakra activation. It came out in the reverse, and that's major because that's how you tap in through the heart. That's that makeup, the breakup energy coming back in, because that vulnerability, especially when you're right, especially when you're wrong, especially when it's nuanced, especially when it's complex, especially when when your heart chakra is closed, when your heart is closed, your ability for compassion, your ability to feel, feel deep enough to stay with the moment. You could be a runner. You could be someone that has avoidant tendencies. Your attachment style is undergoing a healing, because your attachment style with yourself and your relationships is the same attachment you have with the here and the now. It's hard to be both passionate and building something from that place of passion for you and for others when your heart is closed to yourself, when your heart is closed to the divine, when your heart is closed to life. You completely cut yourself off from source, from better. And I feel like it's a lot of mental body energy. Like, you be stressing yourself out because a lot of things you try to think yourself through them, but they're meant to be felt. You have to open your heart to tap in. Some people demand it and require it. And these situations and relationships and environments could have possibly eluded you due to your inability to stay in that frequency to sustain it. Because this is where vulnerability lies. This is where, again, compassion lies. This is where truth lies. It's in the heart. You know the truth by the way it feels. So you could possibly be in a space of not living in your truth because your inability to feel through the mistakes, feel through the upheavals, feel through the challenges. It's like avoiding accountability and avoiding presence. Like, that anxious avoidant attachment style is bleeding. And just take this as it resonates and use it where it applies. If anxious attachment is something that you suffer from, look into the attachment styles and lean into learning how to be secure. I can guarantee you it's going to lead you back to your heart space. I can guarantee it. Being secure in who you are. Let's get one or two more cards for Aries at this time, what they need to know as we wrap up this message. I thank y'all so much for being here. I seen that. I'm glad I see it again. Thank y'all so much for being here and listening and tapping in to what you need to know over here on the channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Put me in the algorithm. Please let me know if this message was resonant for you in the comment section below. Donations to the channel, all that good stuff. Follow my other channels. All that good stuff is below. But you're entering an era of good karma the minute that you alchemize, you transmute and alchemize this energy. You have a lot of blessings from above coming in. Beautiful soul. You have such a beautiful soul, and in some ways it is going unscathed, I hear, but also unfulfilled. So it's like also the energy of live your soul, not a role. Let the beauty of who you are shine through your heart, Aries. This is a moment of alignment for you. Divine alignment. The card says alignment, y'all. The white light is just brushing. This is a moment of alignment for you. A lot of good karma and blessings from above are on the other side of you tapping in and opening this heart chakra. That's what you need to know right now. Your highest and best self is required. Get familiar. Get ready. People don't just need you for the sake of needing you. We need you wide open. We need you raw. We need you full of that vitality, strength, care, passion. We need you to lead us forward. Be the change in the world that you want to see. The standard, the bar is being risen. You either gonna run with it or run from it. Set the tone or be set in stone. Clock it. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Everything you need is in the description box below, and I will catch y'all on the next one.